web development.
Get the insider scoop straight from the alleys of Hollywood and the Sunset Strip with your host, Kitty. A backlot look at pop culture, indie music, film, art, comedy, and more. Welcome to the Alley Cat Hour.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Alley Cat Hour. Hope you kittens have been having a good time. This week's been really big for me. It's really big globally as well. I have been working on a show where I have to pay attention to what's going on outside of just the Alley or LA or America in general. And a lot of interesting things have been happening, most prevalent in my life right now, outside of art and music and all things wonderful. I've been looking at the elections in India, and this is really, oh my God, almost as big as Brian Crow. Hi, Brian.
Hello.
How are you? Wait a second. Try that again.
Hey.
Hi.
How's my favorite kitty?
Oh, honey, I'm good. How are you?
Happy to be with you.
Good. I was just talking about the world. Are you
aware of the world? No. Fuck
no.
those guys.
Yeah, right. That's pretty much the consensus here. But yeah, I was talking about the elections in India. The election results were announced today, and the thing about India is they have 1/6 of the world's population. We're talking a massive amount of humanity on this planet in India.
And none of them can afford to eat Indian food because that shit's expensive.
They can't afford it here in Los Angeles anyway. But I don't know who can, really. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I always drive by going, I want to get food from an impoverished nation. Keep going.
Well, I mean, they're working on that. Their election results turned over some new leaves. It's kind of crazy. Yeah.
What happened? I'll be totally honest. I'm thoroughly ignorant to it.
Well, we're going to work on that right now. I actually have a little video that I found. This is BBC. I'm going to try to airplay this, and we're going to work on it right now. Basically, BBC made a little quick video, and it's the Indian elections. Everything you need to know in 2 minutes, which is pretty cool.
I think the first thing is that there actually are Indian elections.
They have over 850 million voters. This was the largest exercise in democracy in the world to date. How crazy is that?
That's amazing.
Yeah. I mean, that blows us out of the water by I don't know.
Several million.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. And these people are very serious. And the majority, I think the average age in India, at least of the people, they're going to tell you in this video. I'm not great with numbers, but there are more 26, 27-year-olds in India than
we give a crap, damn it. We actually care about what happens in our country.
Yeah, and they take over and they do it.
Mm-hmm. Good for them.
So I'm sorry, they don't just make Slurpees. And anyway, I have this great thing. We're going to try to play this little YouTube video.
Let's try it.
You can see it? All right, we're going to try it. Everything you need to know about the Indian elections in 2 minutes. All right. Can you see that?
Largest exercises in democracy in the world.
I'm like, whoa, their news rocks.
I know, right? Here, we're going to start this over real quick.
U.S. elections combined.
All right, Indian elections, guys.
The Indian elections, one of the largest exercises in democracy in the world. With 814 million registered to vote, this year we'll see more people vote in India than in the last 6 US elections combined.
We lose.
The number of parties contesting elections has rocketed over the past few decades. And the 5 years since the last parliamentary election have seen India's electoral roll increase by over 100 million, more than the population of the Philippines. So who are these new voters? It is estimated that 20% of the electorate will be eligible to vote for the first time. And as a country with an average age of just under 27 years, India's youth have found themselves center stage, with many citing rising prices as their biggest concern. As the cost of consumer goods is rising, many will want a leader who can ensure the country's economy stays afloat. But widespread corruption means that many have lost faith in India's political elite. 30% of elected MPs have criminal cases registered against them, of which almost half are serious charges, including murder and abduction. Of the total funding gathered by the 6 national parties, 75% came from undisclosed sources. Many feel that Indian politics is in need of a shake-up. But soon to be home to a fifth of the world's working age population, the crucial question will be who can be trusted to make sure the country's economy is on the right track.
Oops. Okay, there we go.
Don't silence me.
Yeah, talking
Don't you
about-
oppress me.
Oh, that's another thing. Did you know that in China, you're not allowed to go on Facebook or Twitter or any of the social networks. They are cracking down again on what you can search on the internet. You have to go through a third-party site if you're traveling.
Not shocking. I mean, you look at a communist totalitarian nation, you're going to bump into that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Which I think it speaks a lot to the fact that there are so many people that are registering to vote in India. Mm-hmm. With the numbers that were just spoken about in terms of corruption, clearly the electorate are going, we're not happy with this, right. And we want to speak up, and we want to use our voice and our vote to do something about it.
Exactly.
And well, they should. I think that's tremendous. And yeah, you got to look around here and you go, wow, how come, we've got similar kinds of corruption going on. And while everybody's willing to, yell about it and scream about it, how many of those people then go, well, let me research the issues and
Right.
Yeah, and the people that are running for office, and hey, maybe cast a vote that means something other than he's got an R by his name or she's got a D by her name. I'm just gonna vote. I don't know nothing, just them.
Yeah, there's a lot of. I think it used to be fear, and now it. Some people seem to have just kind of given up. They think that they can't make a difference, and one person doesn't mean anything. And when you look at what happened in our last presidential election, very, very small margins.
Completely. Well, but here's the interesting thing. Are you familiar with Gary Johnson?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And so he's been out there really, banging the gavel on how actually sort of crooked and corrupt even just the debate system is, so that it makes sure that only you get the Democratic or the Republican candidate rather than possibly somebody more independent, and how skewed that is. And so those other voices are essentially silenced just because they're going, they have no possibility of winning. And it's like, no, wait a minute. If a candidate is actually eligible to be voted on in enough states that they technically have the possibility to win, they should in fact be allowed to be in the debate so that people can hear these other points of view.
Right.
And so much of that has not been allowed to happen, and that's something that I certainly hope. I mean, I've been saying, I've had a saying for years that we've got a left wing and a right wing, and it's part of one giant bird of prey. And if we're not careful, we're going to be lunch.
Right.
And I would love to see
The eagle.
Yes.
You ever seen the 1776, the musical?
Yes.
They made it into a film.
Yep, saw that.
In 1976 for the bicentennial. Mm-hmm. And I grew up loving that. Mm-hmm. It has Mr. Sweeney in it. He plays John Adams. Sit down, John. Sit down, John. For God's sake, John, sit down. And no, too many flies. It's horrible. I don't know. It's not horrible. It's cultish.
Right.
I freaking love it.
I remember seeing it. I can't remember its content, but I know I saw it.
Gwyneth Paltrow's mom is in it. She plays Thomas Jefferson's wife.
Wow.
It's an amazing. Oh, God. Oh, if you haven't seen 1776, the musical, it involves everything hipster that's cool now that people like, I guess. And it's got music. It's a play turned into a film, and it's got some of your favorite actors in there. And it's, it's basically the Alley Cat Hour, I guess. I'm feeling judged right now through your sunglasses, but
I'm not judging you. I don't do that.
yes, you do. Come on.
I'm a liar.
There you go. A judge and a liar.
Yeah, there you go. Which means I should run for office.
Oh, I vote. Well, you got voted on recently, and you won.
Yeah,
It wasn't really politics.
Yeah, I was going to say
it
not
was
really
your
political.
voice.
Yeah, that's true.
You want to talk about that?
I suppose I can. I've been on a contest for KABC out here in Los Angeles.
Yes.
And they were looking for what they called the next talk radio star.
Yeah.
And so I'd entered something in that and made it to the finals. And then they had this sort of mini event that was streamed live and aired live. And I won.
Yay!
So, yes, as well it should be. So that was a blast, and so and then actually I did. I got to do an hour-long show on Easter,
Right.
and so I did that, and we'll sort of see where it goes from there. I mean, I've certainly got hopes for it, but
Congratulations!
Thank you. That was a good time.
Very exciting. Brian is another show host here at Excite Radio, and we love him very much. And actually,
Thank you.
That's how I got here.
That's right.
Originally, the first time I had business with Excite Radio, I came on as a guest
That's right.
with another little lady.
Yes, you were on with Alexis Iacona.
I was.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was a great interview. That was when the show was called American Psycho.
Exactly.
Yes, and
yeah.
We've now changed the name of the show to Eat Crow, which is not a suggestion but a commandment.
Oh my God! Yeah, I love that. I put up a meme that was it was a T-shirt that someone made, and it said "Let's eat kitty" on it, and it was a punctuation meme. So it's supposed to be "Let's eat, comma,
Kitty.
Yeah, and they were talking about the difference and how important it was. Save a cat, use a comma.
Right.
I can't help myself. Speaking of that, we've got a really cool show tonight. I got to tell you, we've got Brian Crow here from Eat Crow and KABC Talk. I've also got some Seth Rogen porn. That's been in the news lately. Have you heard about that?
No, I haven't.
Okay. I'll get into that in just a few.
Yeah.
And then I also, because I think I submit writing samples all over the place. Mm-hmm. I'm getting a double grad certificate right now.
Very cool.
Yeah, at UCLA Extension, and I just got my television writing certificate.
Wow.
I know, I was kind of excited. Yeah. Not just the nerd in general. I'm nerd on paper now. I'm certified.
You're a literal nerd.
Yeah. Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, the correct usage of the word literal. Thank you, Brian Crow.
You're very welcome.
But yeah, so I'm a little bit of a writing nerd, and I submit all the time to Strapped Zine, the mini zine, run by my dear friend Dory Cameron.
Which is not to be mistaken for Strapped On Zine. That's...
No, but that totally segues into what I was going to talk about next.
Oh, okay.
I was
See, I knew that. No, I
Yeah,
didn't.
right? I was at the LA Book Fair at MoCA in LA. It's a big museum down there, and art museum, and they had artists and writers from all over. It was a really cool event, and I met this guy, and he does sketches and photography of pinups.
Oh, wow.
But male pinups, and not
Well,
just,
this is Los Angeles, so
right?
yeah.
Yeah. He's from Brooklyn, I believe.
Oh, really?
Oh, who knew? But he does some really interesting artwork.
Yeah.
It's not.
I
Your
love the
typical,
inflection in artwork.
Yeah. It's not your typical male pinup, and I'm going to talk about that in just a minute. And I have some samples here. You might recognize this guy's face. And that is photography from pinupsmag.com.
Wow.
This artist, his name is Christopher Schultz. And I kind of fell in love because and not only being a fan of comedy, as we both are, you do stand up.
I do stand up. Yes.
You do
I do.
you do the stand up.
Yep. I do the doing.
Seems
of
to
the
me
doing.
what most stand ups do. But,
Yes. Often. Yes. It is frequently do.
Right. But yeah, so basically, this guy takes not your average pinup and portrays them in a way that most pinups usually are, and it's really fun. And I don't know, I kind of have a thing for people with alternative viewpoints and lack of censorship fans.
I mean, people that just say fuck it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, or screw it, but you don't
That
have
too.
to say screw it. You can actually say fuck it.
Or you could say fucking screw it too. I mean, you can combine the whole thing and yeah.
That sounds like my honeymoon.
Oh.
Guess what? So I'm not engaged. I'm not even close. But I do know where I would go, hypothetically, on my honeymoon.
Where would you go?
I would go to Phuket, which is a
Thailand.
city in Thailand. Yes. And there we go. You just fuck it and screw it at the same time. Boom, bada bing.
But it's called Phuket.
No, okay, it's not.
It's not?
No, not in my head.
Well, don't.
That's where it counts.
All right. No, I'm with you. No, in fact, back a few years ago when I was still living at home with the parents, the parents were like, we're going to go to Thailand. Do you want to go? And I'm like, you're going to go to a town called Phuket, or I could stay home and actually fuck it. Have a good trip. See ya. Go. Leave me at my house.
Love it. Sounds like you, Brian. It
Yeah.
just summed you up in one story.
Yep, there you go. Not that I had an agenda. No,
Right?
I don't know.
What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. So this sketchbook that I got at the LA Book Fair is actually, it is a portrayal of Seth Rogen. And I'm going to give a sneak peek real quick, if you can see that. Yeah, I believe you can. And Brian, you seen this? And
I've not seen it, and
yeah,
now I
hold
cannot
on.
unsee it.
Turn the camera.
Oh, man.
So I'll put it down here just a little bit. I'll do a little bit of censoring.
God, you want to talk about this is the end? Wow.
So anyway, Christopher Schultz, and there you go. And this was a gift. Dory actually bought it for me because I picked it up and I could not put it down. I was
Yeah, because it
transfixed.
was stuck to your fingers.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey. So basically, it's back in the news again. This came out, I believe, in 2011. And here, I'm being really selfish. If you want to flip through it, I'm so sorry.
Yes, thank you.
I'm
I
going to
was-
let Brian look at that, peruse. So James Franco is actually an artist as well. He's a fellow nerd. He's gotten more degrees. Brian's really enjoying this, by the way. And James Franco did a nude painting series of Seth Rogen, inspired by and based on
It's kind
the
of like a flip.
drawings.
It's like a flip porn film, sort of.
Yep, pretty much.
So, was this drawn from the artist's imagination, or did Seth avail himself for portrait?
You know,
as it were?
I'm a little fuzzy on the details. I don't believe that he did.
Yeah, no,
pose.
these pictures are fuzzy on the details. That's
Gotta love a hairy
That's
man.
just about shaving.
So anyway, yeah. So this artist, Christopher Schultz, did these, and these are all just pencil sketches. And now James Franco has
Oh,
done
his dick isn't that small. That's not a pencil sketch.
hilarious. So yeah, he did this in 2011. Christopher Schultz, and he also, if you go to www.pinupsmag.com, you can see more of his artwork and photography. And I'm hoping to have him call in and come to the show sometime soon, because I'm just a huge fan. I love the fact that he is portraying not the typical sexuality that we think of. You know, think of a beautiful woman. What's a beautiful woman, Brian? Think of a.
Well, I'm here with you, aren't I?
Oh, that's so sweet. No, but when you think of the typical, idea of beauty, you think of one thing. And I just don't think that's completely right all the time. I think there are different varying levels of beauty, and we're just starting to get to a point, I guess, where we're accepting that,
When I think of typical beauty, I just think of a woman who says yes.
Brian Crow, everybody. Brian Crow. So there's that, ladies and gentlemen. No, it's really fun to rethink sexuality and beauty, and I think that's what the artistic viewpoint has been trying to do for years, and the comedic.
No, I mean, and all joking aside, I mean, and leafing through that, those are some really tremendous sketches. I mean, it's not like you're going,
fantastic.
those are just some really badly drawn pictures, and they happen to be of Seth. I mean, it's actually very nice artwork.
Right? Isn't
Yeah.
it cool though?
Yeah.
And you think somebody with talent is going to create this type of, this type of art, and it's kind of something that I've worked on. I have a personal project that I don't believe in censorship. On the level that it is in our society today, especially when it pertains to art
I
and
agree.
culture and music, and so that's one thing that brought me to Excite Radio too. When I came and did your show the very first time, I was really excited. I was like, well, so what is this again? And you explained it to me, and it's been told again. It's unlicensed, uncensored, free online radio, and it's just growing leaps
Yeah.
and bounds.
No, let's talk and let's go for it. I mean, I would love to see the FCC go fuck itself. That's what I would.
That's
Yeah.
kind of where I am. And you look at places like China or like India, where there's corruption and there's censorship within the community, not just politically, but artistically. You know,
Artistically, socially,
Yeah.
racially, sexually. I mean, across the board, there are so many things that are looked down upon, stepped on, censored, removed.
Right.
You know, I mean, it's phenomenal. There's God, I'm drawing a geographical blank. There's that incredibly tiny country that is basically a huge. Like oil center, and apparently the Sultan of that owns the Beverly Hills Hotel. And
Oh yeah. Let's talk about him real quick. Keep saying what you're saying.
yeah,
I'm gonna
and
do a
so
little
I mean,
research real quick.
the kind of stuff that the kind of
What
oppression.
he did, yeah, he said that he wouldn't hire anybody, and then he basically made a bunch of slurs about the entire LGBT community, right?
I mean, what he's looking to start enforcing a much more extreme version of Sharia law, where they're talking about the stoning to death. Yes, that's right. Let's repeat that.
What he was doing is he was saying, to the best of my ability, I'm going to support those who think that it's okay to stone anyone of
LGBT. I mean, women being unbelievably oppressed.
Correct.
And I mean, if you're accused of having an affair, you get stoning to death. Is like it's the thing.
Yeah.
You know. So what are you doing on Sunday? Ball game? Kind of. We're stoning somebody to death.
Right.
I mean, the kind of oppression. I mean,
Well, it's all sexual offenses, and what you have to remember is in some different countries, that's how they punish people. I mean, that's still what they do.
It gets to be a weird thing though, because on the one hand, for
Brunei.
Brunei, that's right.
Yep,
There you go.
Brunei.
Thank you. On the one hand, I mean, I find any of that to be absolutely abhorrent and disgusting, and yet, is it our place to be able to step in and do something? Are we the world's police? Where is that line
Well,
that
who's
says
the we? Are you talking about Americans? Are you
Yes.
talking about the consumers in general?
no?
They are trying to boycott the Beverly Hills Hotel right now, which is a heartbreaking thing when you think about everyone
history?
the history of
Yeah.
Hollywood and the fact that so many people have tried to, fight oppression
Mm-hmm.
in Hollywood. I mean, Hollywood is known for being liberal beyond belief, sometimes inappropriately. You've got shock jocks, you've got,
a little bit of hypocrisy goes on.
pornography
every once in a while.
and right, but then there are a lot of people that really want to see social progress,
Mm-hmm.
and art is a really good way to kind of liaison between.
I think from a consumer standpoint, I think acting with your wallet or with your feet, I think is completely appropriate because it has to do with you individually and what you're willing to support or not support.
Right.
There's part of me that goes, God, but I mean, this guy's got so many billions of dollars, it's not going to matter. The people that may actually get hurt are the employees of the facility, and that feels weird because you don't want to punish them.
That's when appropriate modes of expression
Right.
are supposed to be right, and the boycott in general is a great way to do that. Not shopping,
Yes.
not shopping from a store. I personally had to stop going to Chick-fil-A because of their stance, and they kind of backpedal it on that a little bit.
Yeah.
But they still abide by the blue laws, and my mom's from the deep south, and the blue laws are where everything's shut down on Sunday. It's actually a nice idea at its essence. It's where God took a day of rest on Sunday, and so they put that in. It's almost like martial law. No
Right.
businesses will be open, but it also, they are trying to protect their employees and give them a day off. However, when you couple that with views like, bad mouthing LGBT organizations and
Exactly.
saying that you won't hire based on that type of discrimination, it like you said, it's abhorrent.
Yeah.
And we shouldn't stand for it.
Yeah, and I mean, I get you don't want to be open on Sunday?
Right.
Okay. I'm sure your employers are going, cool, I don't want to work on Sunday.
Yeah.
But
But you're not getting paid on Sunday either, you know what I'm saying?
well, they're probably getting something resembling a salary. But when it starts edging into that, where it starts becoming a slur against a group of people, then I think I'm like, all right, bridge too far, a little
Yeah.
too much there.
Yeah, so
And the same thing in dealing with Bernai. It's like, I think that we as consumers, if we know that, a sultan of Eviltown is the owner of something, don't be a patron there.
Yep.
But when it becomes a governmental thing and our government begins to step in on somebody else, then I begin to go, is that, and for me, it's a question, because I'm not positive on the answer yet.
Right.
But there's part of me that goes, I don't know, is that too far? Because then what we're doing, I mean, we are essentially passing a judgment upon them.
for their beliefs.
Yeah.
That they were raised to believe. And you look at different cultures, you look at the West versus East. I think that's a huge generalization that I don't agree with to begin with anyway. You can't really split the world in half and say, oh, these people all believe this and these people are all that, because it's categorically untrue.
That is simply effective for a geography class in high school. Above and beyond that,
Hemispheres, right?
yeah, there you go.
Quartering the world. But I think you bring up a great point, and since we got on that subject, I'm glad we did. If you want to look up more about it, you can just Google the Beverly Hills Hotel, and it is the Sultan of Brunei who has this viewpoint, and that's why they're being boycotted. So I look it up, find your own thing, and not totally off subject. I have another Funny or Die video that I'm going to show real quick, and then we'll
Cool.
maybe go into a little bit of a break. This was done a little while ago, and it's one of my absolute favorites. NSFW guys out there and girls out there, just so you know.
And if you're at work at 7:30 at night on a Friday, I'm sorry.
Right. Oh, we're so sorry, and I love you, and thank you so much for putting on Excite Radio and listening
That's
to
right.
the Alley Cat Hour. But here's Susan Sarandon, and this is the
Speaking of
sketch.
not safe for work.
AirPlay, making sure. AirPlay, it's done. Is it not showing up? Sorry. Technical. Okay, we're going to make sure. Is it there?
Now it's there.
Okay. I'm so not technically advanced, which is funny because a little later in the show, I'm going to talk about the evolution of the writing instrument, which is interesting. But right now, here we go. This is Susan Sarandon. Not totally off topic, and enjoy this little treat. You ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Is she going to do a scene from Rocky Horror?
No, I do
At
love Rocky Horror.
Progressive.com, we show you
We're doing. We've got an ad first.
cards.
Sorry, guys. Yeah, so we'll talk for a second, and then I'll put this on. Yeah, but she's basically doing Funny or Die did a bunch of sketch series, and they're linked to charities and social activism.
Did I tell you, I decided I wanted to shoot a socially progressive gangbang movie called It Takes a Village.
Oh God.
Slut.
Ladies, sound familiar? Do men berate you and withhold your rights because they're intimidated? Are you not getting the respect you deserve? Would you like to make your own choices for once? Then what you need is the revolutionary White Man's Dick. The White Man's Dick, or WMD, has been taking America by storm. Hi, I'm Susan Sarandon, and this is how you use the WMD. First, pick the size that's appropriate for you, small, medium, or Republican. Next, slip the plastic cover off and loosen the strap. Use it around your waist. Wear it as a purse. Or if you really want to get their attention, wear it in your ear. Here are some examples.
Unfortunately, the state and your insurance do not cover birth control.
I had a feeling you might say that.
WMD works.
How about now?
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you there before. I can write you a prescription for whatever you need. Also, Viagra is always covered, FYI. Viagra is always.
Thanks, WMD.
Still not convinced? Keep watching.
Help! Help! Someone help! I've been shot!
Cold blue on a plant. Cold blue on a plant. Sorry, man. This inanimate object's on my priority right now.
WMD never fails.
I'm gonna need backup. Ma'am, are you okay?
Thanks, WMD. Finally, my life is a priority.
And now, a word from the inventor and founder of WMD, Laura Travis.
Hi, I'm Laura Travis, local businesswoman, precious moments collector, and inventor of the white man's dick. I'll tell you, before WMD, I was just a just trying to live my life, take birth control, and pay my bills. Translation, I was a broken piece of shit, too stupid to do anything about it. Trust me, you would not have liked to have seen me before.
Call WMD now to get your premium WMD doctor's item for just $14.99.
When given a choice, why not choose WMD? Basically, it's a dildo on a belt, but somehow it gives you citizen status.
Please support Unite Against the War on Women as we take a national stand this Saturday, April 28th. Enough is enough, and it's time for us to have our voices be heard. Go to www.unitewomen.org and find your local march and rally in your state.
Do you need some love in your life, but don't have time for relationships? Why not do the right thing and rescue a kitten from kittenrescue.org, Los Angeles County's largest kitten rescue organization. Save an animal and fulfill your heart with all the love you need. That's www.kittenrescue.org.
Why don't I have any friends? Why doesn't anyone like me? Why was I beaten unmercifully just for walking into that kid at school? Because you're a geek. Attention nerds, geeks, goofs, dorks, and dweebs. You now have friends.
That's right, you heard us.
Want a friend? Come join us live every Friday at 5 Pacific on Excite Radio. Unveil and expose geek life on Geek Speak. Because if we don't, who the fuck will? Call in via voice, Skype, or instant message. You can now watch us live on Ustream and subscribe on iTunes. Be there or be a fourth dimensional rectangular object with 4 parallel areas that intersect to form a shape.
The unique and immense beauty is exposed in Viva Glam magazine. From beauty, hair, fashion, health, celebrities, fitness, and culture, Viva Glam magazine shares the secrets of the industry and brings you into their world. You can also subscribe to the exclusive Viva Glam digital magazine and get more in-depth tips, tricks, and advice from fashion and beauty experts. Visit VivaGlamMagazine.com for all the details you've been missing. Viva Glam magazine.
And we are back.
Who's that track?
Hey, guys.
That's kicking. Who
Oh.
is that?
Thanks. Those are my friends, the Glass Battles.
Really?
Yeah, you want them on your show?
Yeah.
They came on my very first show. They've been really good friends of mine for a little while now. They always do well at South by Southwest, so they came and talked about that. But yeah.
No, that's some kicking stuff. Yes, please.
Oh.
I'd like to hear some more too. I'm like,
I'll send you all the info. You can find them on Facebook as well. It's Glass Battles.
Okay.
Not glass bottles that you drink out of, but glass battles like.
I was kind of sorry, guys. You said it's glass bombs.
Well, they get that all the time.
I'm sure they do.
They yell at me because I always say the before everything. Did you ever pick that up when you moved out here to LA? That people like the Valley, the 405, which is the highway.
No, because I always referred to them as
101.
the idiots. It's just kind of how that worked.
I totally understand. Totally understand. I've been the idiot before, and sometimes I continue to be, but.
Yeah, no, you and me both. We all, there's I don't care who you are, what level of life you're at, there are going to be those times and those days. You know what? You're going to step in it. Going to happen. Get used to it. Whatever. You're going to step in the shit.
Especially when you're back in the alley like we are,
yes,
right?
exactly.
No, it's going to happen. Yeah, I think it popped up on our screen. I was in a parking deck in Santa Monica a little while ago, and I saw some really cool art that somebody had done, and it's up on my Facebook page. We're going to try to show it here in a minute, but it was a heart, and then it said LA in the middle, and then there's a line, like a heart monitor line.
Right.
I don't know what that line is called.
It's the heart monitor.
The heart monitor line, going through it, and I thought, well, that's pretty cool. And I went about and did my business, and I was walking back to my car, and I was like, I'm going to do that thing that everybody does and take a picture. And it turned out beautiful, and I wish I knew who the artist was. I looked all over the walls. People are watching me like climb the concrete, and nobody signed it. It was just a beautiful untagged piece of art.
It was some drunk doctor going, I look at this all the time, and I'm just going to display it for you. There it is.
A doctor.
Yeah.
Dr. Art.
Dr. Art. There it is.
Oh my God. Okay. All right. So basically what I'm going to do now is start a series of artwork. And I'm a huge fan of street art. Huge fan. And graffiti and all that stuff. I wish I was artistically inclined. I am not. I sing. I do the voices.
Cool. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to go spray paint in your car. I'll be back in a minute.
She would be okay with that. That'd be really cool.
Oh, you've never seen me paint. It's now like, oh boy, a stick figure would have been better. Thank you.
I'm a fan of stick figures. Actually, I'm a fan of not so stick figures. If you know what I'm saying.
Okay, so sort of related. Are you familiar with the YouTube series Dick Figures?
No.
Oh.
What is that?
Oh, really? Okay, so Dick Figures. I actually had the guy. They did a movie about 8 months ago called Dick Figures the movie. You have to go check out their stuff on YouTube.
I can't believe I missed it.
Oh my God, so great.
This is kind of a Dick-centric. Oh my God, I love that word now.
Yes.
Trademark Alley Cat Hour Kitty.
Yeah.
Dick-centric show today.
Well,
Did you enjoy the Funny or Die episode? The Susan Sarandon for Unite Women.
I did. I thought the WMD thing was really funny.
Hilarious.
It was really funny, but there's an element to that where I go, well, there is something about being, a
woman as well.
Woman, yes.
Yep. I say that too, and I've discussed this with friends at large, and I'm kind of, and I say this again, I say it to everybody. I say it too much, I think. But gender is kind of an illusion. It's not really as important as we focus.
I think it's become sort of a tradition, and that was my thing. Something that, while I definitely know that women have certainly been in a place of oppression. Oh, phone call.
Speaking of women, I think I have a special guest calling in. Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, so everybody out there that doesn't know her beautiful voice, this is my sister.
It just so sounds like a family reunion.
She's in New York City. Chelsea, this is Brian Crow.
Hi, Chelsea.
Hi, Brian Crow.
She's a little bit of a smartass. It runs in the family.
Well, good.
Yeah.
Need more of that.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, except for our brother who's now a doctor.
Yeah. Let's talk about that for a second. Chelsea, what do you do? Would you tell our sweet listeners what you do for a living and you're so brilliant?
I freelance the heck out of my bills.
Mm-hmm.
Make no money in the art world.
Uh-huh. But you are actually certified.
But I can't really afford.
Well, yeah, but you are a certified yoga instructor.
I am that. That's true.
And you're also a certified personal trainer.
Wouldn't you know it?
Yeah.
So we're going to downward dog our way through the end of this interview.
You don't
Is that-
even know. Okay, so
the down dog talk with the dick talk. I don't know about that.
wait.
Well,
You don't want to do a downward dick? Is that what you mean?
Not even a little bit. It's a little unethical.
Chelsea's a lot more genteel than me in a lot of ways, I think. Huh? Right? Would you say so?
Plead the fifth.
Oh, yeah.
That would be a yes.
Chelsea, were you listening earlier? I did a big shout out to 1776.
I've been listening, but I didn't hear that part.
Yeah. Oh, well, it was not way long enough. Chelsea was actually born on July 4th.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Talk about fireworks going off.
I know. Yeah. And we love her very much.
Yeah.
So,
This
Chelsea.
is a big year.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. But yeah, so we were talking about 1776. So what's going on in New York? It's like 1,000,000 degrees in LA. We're melting.
It's pouring down rain. We have flash flood warning.
Holy cow, really?
Damn that global warming.
It's
It's pretty crazy out there.
Oh, man. So for everybody that's in New York, because I know we do have listeners over there on the East Coast, Chelsea, where do you teach your yoga classes? And how can people come and do downward dog with you?
In class.
They
In
can
class.
contact you and contact me. As long as dicks are not involved.
You have your own, you have
And I mean that literally and figuratively.
I feel like you should have been
I don't
an
teach
attorney.
yoga to dicks.
Okay. Oh, yeah. There you go. Sorry, dicks need not apply. No, Chelsea's married to a beautiful
Actually-
man. We love him.
What?
I said, and you're married to a beautiful man. We love him.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. What were you going to say?
I was just going to say I don't actually teach in group classes right now, so...
But you do private sessions, right?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. I did hear that part.
Ah.
There's dueling doo-doo happening.
Comedy versus yoga.
Yes.
Where is the most shit involved?
Clearly in comedy.
Yoga is comedic.
This is-
Comedic. Respectfully.
You got a snort out of cat. That was awesome.
We love it. Chelsea, did you see any of my Seth Rogen art earlier?
I did see some pictures of that.
Isn't that fantastic? I love him.
Yes, I'm glad someone spent money on those.
Well, the artist is in your neck of the woods. You should go and see him. He's great. You would get a kick out of it. You saw pinupsmag.com. I think I remember talking to you about it. She's much more genteel, but just as open-minded as I am. So she's a good sounding board for me. Right,
All right,
Chels?
I dig it.
Yeah. So yeah, our brother Christopher, also not the dick drawing Christopher, but our brother Christopher is now a doctor of Chinese medicine and
Really?
a master of acupuncture. Yep.
I've never done acupuncture. I think about it, but I have a thing about needles. I really do.
You know, it's not.
So do I.
Yeah, but Chelsea, you've done acupuncture, right?
Yeah, several times, and I've let Christopher practice on me.
Yeah.
And you were never thinking there was going to be that time like when he was 6 and he was mad and he's going to go, I'm finally going to get back at you.
No, you know what? He never did anything bad to me. He pushed Caitlin off the bed.
Yeah,
Broke her ankle.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Tell him what happened.
Well, it was an accident. He wasn't 6. He was like 3.
Yeah, he was like 3, and I fell, and I actually broke my foot.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a strong little booger.
Clearly.
But now he practices
Yeah, plus
medicine.
you're kind of fragile.
Hey, what? She's laughing. So yeah, since this is the Alley Cat Hour, Chelsea, will you please tell me what you do as far as animal rescue? We all do this in our family. It's kind of in our gene pool, I think, on both sides. But Chelsea, talk first about your kitties, my little nephews.
The kitties, yes. They're a little upset with me right now because I brought 2 baby canines into the house tonight, or the apartment. But yeah, they were at a vet's office, and no one would adopt them out of all the other kitties in their litter because they have wonky eyeballs. But I didn't care.
Yeah, they did
So,
on one eye each, right?
Well, yeah, Harpo's.
Harpo,
She's
perfect.
a little bit more special.
And then
so
one of the other
he
ones.
can't see quite as well.
Right.
Whereas Groucho does have just one wonky eyeball.
Did you name your cats after the Marx Brothers? I have become such a huge fan of you. You have no idea.
We are massive Marx Brothers.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's what we grew up on.
Yeah, me too.
Oh my God!
Told you we
I
were from the
actually,
60s.
Okay, this is actually. There's hope for the younger generation. I taught a climbing class this afternoon. A
Rock
bouldering
climbing,
class.
inside rock
And
climbing.
one of my 13-year-old boys heard me mention Groucho, and he was like, "Oh yeah, Mark."
No way.
There is hope.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I introduced both of my kids to the Marx Brothers early on. And it became like this thing where it's like we would, at least once a year watch Duck Soup or watch Animal Crackers or something. I mean, I made sure that my kids knew about that stuff. And it would always be great to be, especially my son he would start to repeat lines around his friends and they'd be like, what the fuck is he talking about? And the great thing would be if he would say something and one of the parents would go, oh my God, he's that Groucho? Might be like, so great. Yeah.
At least once a week at my coffee shop, when I don't have time to make my own breakfast, I buy 2 hard-boiled eggs. And every time I say it, I'm expecting someone to look around and say, "Tonight at the Opera, Marx Brothers." Nobody does.
2 hard-boiled eggs.
And I yelled at my barista, and I told him he had to watch it.
Oh, yeah. Night at the Opera is our absolute favorite. And there's a
Really?
scene in there where they're all in a very small broom closet that's supposed to be a room on a ship that's sailing to America.
It's hysterical.
And they're like all in there, and they're trying to order room service, and more people keep coming in, and 6 hard-boiled eggs. And 8. You want 2?
And 2 hard-boiled eggs.
And 2 hard-boiled eggs. And they keep ordering, and then he asks for 2 hard-boiled eggs.
Coming into the room, and by the end of it, there's no room at the inn.
Well, yeah, and then they come and they ordered 2 hard-boiled eggs like 18 times.
Right.
So they keep. Oh God, Chelsea, I miss you.
So fantastic. Well, anyway,
Getting off the ship saying you're Maurice Chevalier.
Yeah. Do what?
And so I adopted a cat.
Right.
7 years ago. 8 years ago.
Oh my gosh, they're 8?
No, 7.
Okay, 7. Got it.
Okay. And my husband.
And we have their picture up, by the way, on the corner.
He won't allow me to adopt more cats.
However,
I need Chico and I need Zeppo.
I know we do. You need 2 more.
Gotta get a gummo in there.
Exactly. Even though he was only in a couple of the movies. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Still a brother.
Still a brother. And Chelsea.
But,
okay, go ahead.
But several months ago, it was his idea to start fostering puppies.
Yep.
Through a friend, we heard about this fantastic organization, Unleashed New York. And between October and February of this past year, we fostered and found homes for 9 puppies.
Yeah.
So are the puppies
And
like
Caitlin
the
was here
Three
for part of it.
Stooges?
I was there for how many puppies?
3.
Oh, that's right. And
You
everybody
were
got
on our
adopted.
couch for a long time.
I was in New York for like 3.5 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was great.
Oh my God, but such cute dogs. And you have 2 right now.
Yeah, so tonight I went and picked up a couple of Australian Shepherds.
My last dog was
and they are 9 weeks old.
Oh, 9 weeks?
9 weeks. And they are just the sweetest things. And I told my husband that we were keeping at least 1, but I'd like to keep 2. And he's not against it.
Oh, wow.
I'm having. Oh my, Chelsea, are you gonna name them Chico and Zeppo?
What?
They could be.
No. They can't do it. They're not funny enough.
Oh, yeah.
They're
That's
pretty funny, but not that funny.
Well, you could always do Abbott and Costello, or go find a comedy show.
Oh, I know. Well, I
This
can't.
house is filled with the
Is that,
funniest pets you've ever seen.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's our life. Oh,
Well,
well,
anywho, so those are all the animals we have
yep.
right now.
So far. But yeah, so Chelsea's in New York, and I'm gonna put her Chelsea Page Yoga website up on my Alley Cat Hour page on Facebook, and you guys can
thanks.
get in touch with her. Yeah, dude, she's amazing. I had some.
I also sing a little country, but
She does. Oh, should we do a little
you don't
bit?
even have to pay me for that. Just come see me at the bar I work at. I sing it whether you want to hear it or not.
Oh yeah, she works at one of the best barbecue restaurants in New York City. It's a chain, it's a bar, it's amazing. It's called Bum-ba-da-da.
Brother Jimmy's Barbecue.
There you go. And it's been pretty instrumental in our lives. But so Chelsea, what's that song we always sing together? Something about needles, has to do with acupuncture.
Oh, Silver Thread.
Uh-huh. You know that one? Do you know that one, Brian?
Right now? No, I do
Oh,
not.
come on, Charles. Silver threads and golden needles.
Can that man live out of mine?
And I
did not
have my sorrow in the deep
In
glow.
the warm glow
Oh.
of your
That's so sweet.
That's it.
I know.
Oh.
Oh, that's great. It's a good sister duo. Our mom and her sister actually started that.
Really?
Yeah. So, and it's been passed down.
Oh, so your family passes down
kinda.
needles. That's great.
Yeah, we pass needles around all the time. And now our brother is like going to be an official needle passer.
Well,
So,
look, as long as you're consistent, I'm a fan, okay?
oh, Chelsea, I miss you tons. I'm going to start
I miss
wrapping up
you
my
too.
show. But tell those puppies I'm going to see them soon.
They're sleeping right now, but I'll tell them when they wake up.
Okay, and if you're watching online right now, that is my gorgeous sister with her gorgeous face.
What'd you do?
Right behind us. I put your picture up.
Hi.
Yeah, isn't she beautiful? She just got it. You just got a modeling gig too. Doesn't do much.
Well, yeah, not for my face, but
not
my
for
giant shoulders.
your giant shoulders. Shut up. Just because you're not like dwarf sized like I am.
Yeah, that's true. I am giant in our family.
Mm-hmm. She is. She is. Anyway. It must be my headphones. All right, Chelsea, I love you, and I will talk to you later. Have a great night, and say hi to Groucho and Harpo and Mr. Chelsea and the new puppies. Oh, I think we lost her.
I think something went, because my headphones went out too.
They
something.
did. Okay. Well, Chelsea, I love you, and that's why. Isn't she gorgeous?
Yeah, I'm like,
I know. She's married. My brother's married.
I haven't
both
seen your brother,
beautiful.
but not really my type. Is
Oh, well, I've got a picture of him, too. I might put up later. Yeah, he's going to be, he's working on opening his own practice.
Really?
Yep, for Chinese medicine and acupuncture. He's amazing. Unbelievably amazing. So we're going to wrap up the show tonight. I'm going to do something a little different here. So you've used a pencil before, right?
I have used a pencil before.
When
A
you-
number 2.
There you go. When you were in school, that was how
The
you...
occasional time I showed up, yes.
Did they let you use pens, or was it just pencils mostly?
Initially, it was always just pencils, and then occasionally you would get a progressive teacher go, "You can use ink."
Really?
Yeah, no, it was like a weird transitional thing. So I mean, but mostly it was like it had to be pencil, and it had to be a number 2. It was like, yeah, because it's shitty, right? Yeah.
Wow. Oh, well, I mean, sometimes there's different strokes for all folks. So basically, here's an old school pencil. I don't know if you can see this. This is one of those ones that's like made out of wood, and then you whittle it down. It's got the lead in the middle. You know those? And I'm a big fan of using those to write sometimes when I'm feeling creative. It helps me to have an actual writing instrument. And now I found this new thing. This is actually something that I got off a website. It's unbelievable. It's the coolest little gadget. It's called an eQuil Jot. And it's basically a pen that will communicate with a receiver, and you download their app, eQuil Note or eQuil Sketch, and you can actually write with it, and it will translate it to the app so that you can see what you're writing, and it makes it, it saves it.
So you're writing with it, and then it translates it and sends it to your phone, essentially sort of transcribing it?
Correct.
Here's the only problem I have with that. I'll start doing it, my phone will go, I can't read your fucking writing, dude.
That's hilarious.
Because my handwriting's that bad.
Well, it's really cool. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing or if we can put it on here. But basically, it takes what you're doing and then puts it on the paper. So I'm writing here. Here's my name. And, well, here's my name. I'll put Kitty. Right? Look at that.
Get the fuck out. That's so cool.
You see this? Boom. How cool is that? So it basically just translates whatever you're writing onto the paper so you can write old school, and then you automatically have a digital copy.
So you could essentially sign your autograph once, blast it out in an app, and you just autographed like 10,000 fans.
Yeah, that's what I do. I'm all for the fans. If you'd like a Kitty signature, just go ahead and give me a call. But yeah, I can't even believe this. Here, I'll let you play with it for a
That's
minute.
pretty great. You're going to let me prove how bad my handwriting is.
Yeah, absolutely. So I just thought that was neat, especially since you've got this evolution of art, this evolution of the computer, and now barely anybody. Oh, how cool. See? You're writing, and then it shows up. Whoops. This is hard to see here. Let me see. We're going to try to put it up on the screen. So anyway, this is an eQuil, E-Q-U-I-L, and the quill was one of the first instruments to write with. And, we have another phone call.
If it's for me, I'm not here.
Okay, hold on. Hello?
Hi, Kitty.
Hi, who's this?
This is Jessie.
Hi, Jessie. How are you doing tonight?
I just wanted you to know that I think you're adorable. Your sister's adorable. And that Brian Crow, he's just one hunky man.
Well, thank you, Jessie. What are you doing tonight?
I am watching and listening to KXSR. Fully entertained. I'm going to have myself a cocktail, sit back, relax, and enjoy my whole evening with you guys.
Oh, thanks so much, Jessie. Well, we're glad to have you.
You're far too kind.
Well, thank you
In
so
fact,
much.
you're every kind. Back to the Marx Brothers.
And 2 hard-boiled eggs.
Exactly.
All right, guys. Well, I think we're about to wrap it up. You should stay tuned. We've got Jason Hadley, who's kind enough to add me on Facebook. Thank you, Jason. We've got his Rockin' Hollywood wrap-up. And then coming up next, from Australia, I've got the worst accent I've ever had.
That's a knife.
Tried. Yeah, mate. Close to Nowhere. And I love that show. I'm a huge fan of the mandolin, the banjo, bluegrass music, folksy stuff, which I am actually, if you're in the LA area or Nashville or New York, check out the Bluegrass Situation. It's actually Ed Helms with his banjo and all of his buddies. They started a movement of bluegrass, and they have concerts, and it's really cool stuff. I'll have more information about that, and we'll talk about it next week. And have a great Friday night. Thanks so much for joining me, Brian.
Thanks for having me. It's great to be here. It's a
And
good time.
yeah, thank you. And Christopher Schultz, I love you, man. We'll talk later about pinups. And Chelsea, I love you, love you, love you. Kiss all the Marx Brothers for me and have a beautiful New York evening. That's all from LA here in the alley with the Alley Cat Hour. We'll see you next week.
It's the Hollywood Rockin' Wrap-Up with your host, Jason Hadley. Kylie Jenner's at it again, posting racy pictures of herself on Instagram. Now, keep in mind the youngest of the Kardashian clan's only 16 years old, so for those rushing to Google those photos, I'd like to introduce you to a friend of mine.
I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC.
The women of San Antonio, Texas are firing back at Charles Barkley after comments he made about the city's abundance of heavyset ladies, and got in even more trouble when he told San Antonio's fat females to lighten up. Arnold Schwarzenegger's suing a nutritional products company for using his name without permission. Of course, Arnie rarely puts his name on products, but mostly because Schwarzenegger has so many letters it wraps around the bottle twice. Cited for riding his bike the wrong way down Fifth Avenue, Alec Baldwin took to Twitter trash-talking New York City police. NYPD's Twitter account responded by saying all trash talk should be directed to New York City Sanitation. And that's the Hollywood Rockin' Wrap-Up. Follow us on Twitter at Rockin' Wrap-Up.
Ladies and gentlemen, kids of all ages, we'd like to welcome you to the big show. Brace yourself and immerse your mind into the carvers of audio-tastic bliss. And now, from the other side of the world, let's get ready for Close to Nowhere. And here's the host of the show, Pete Rizzuto.
Yes, back for another week. This is Close to Nowhere, and I am Pete Renzullo, the host of the show. And this is the show dedicated to bringing you the music of Perth, Western Australia, and Australia in general. So I thought I'd just break it up a little bit this week and actually bring you a little bit of an interview / drinking session I had with a friend of mine, artist friend of mine, Jai Deeg. He's a guy that came on tour with us with my band, the Renzullo Project, last year. He was the sound guy for us, and he also played a support set for us. And when we got back from tour, we decided to have a bit of a post-tour dinner, and I had all the guys around and had Jai around as well. And I got a few drinks in us and had a bit of a merry time. And Jai in particular had a very merry time after demolishing 2 1-litre bottles of vodka all by himself. Now, he's a big guy, but that's pretty impressive. Anyway, Jai came up to me at the end of the night and said, "Oh, Pete, we're going to record an album right here, right now." And I thought, oh God, here we go. Because I have my studio set up at my home. And he thought, that's it, turn the mics on, we're going to record an entire album. So we swaggered into the studio and got things set up. And rather than actually recording an album, we just had a bit of a chat with the mics on. And what you're going to hear now is some excerpts of that chat. So this is entirely unrehearsed, and we aren't trying to put on anything here. This is us as we were that night. So I hope you enjoy this. This is Excite Radio's Drunk Sessions with Jai Deeg.
Excite Radio. The whole fucking world's listening.
Pete, no, we've known each other for a while, haven't we, Pete?
Well, I think 2002, my brother-in-law, who now is my brother-in-law, introduced us, Lee Camo. And I think, yeah, comedy album back then, but we've since played together, and it's just been a comedy of errors.
And comedy of errors, all right. Mate, I love you, Pete, and we've done some good music. Don't put a cap on that, by the way.
On the bottle? Oh, I won't.
Yeah, don't put a cap on the bottle. And
let it decant a bit in their mouths.
Yeah, a lot of people probably be really interested to hear what we do tonight.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you've been part of so many albums. And,
yeah. I was always
and I've been part of albums, but we've actually never got together and really boiled it down.
Well, funny enough, when we first started, I was behind the desk and you were in front of the mic playing. And then in recent years, live, it's been opposite. I've been on PlayStation playing. And you've been
I'm glad you learned to play in between those periods. Like when I started, Pete, I mean, you couldn't really play much, but now, now you're a freaking genius. And you know what we love about freaking geniuses?
What?
Brain capacity.
Let's give another song, eh?
Okay. What are we going to do?
You know what? We'll start it off. Let's give it a bit more of a jig.
How about I lead?
Let's do it. Yeah, you take it away and I'll just give you some backing.
Here's a song I wrote about Broome. It's called about. It's called about. Yeah. I'm a bit drunk, and it's called Broome Time.
Oh yeah.
So sick and tired of the East Coast, gotta get away. So sick and tired of the WA coast, WA. Gonna head to the North Coast, Am I sounding very drunk right now, Pete? Am I sounding drunk?
Sound perfect to me. I don't know what you're on about.
I don't know. If you drink, what are we drinking? Over Kanawa.
We'll do half of the first bottle. We've got another
We're drinking Obi-Wan, Shinobi.
Shinobi, yeah. Let's give him a brand new one that we haven't even tried practicing before, on the fly.
I'm going to sing you guys a song about the WA coast, and it's not going to be as drunk as the last effort.
No. Pretty close, though.
Not bad. Did you hear that? Did you like the way I slid down into that, Pete?
That was good. It was good.
Pete's a really good guitarist, but he's got nothing on me. You know, I keep him surprised. So sick and tired of the East Coast, gotta get away. Gotta head myself to the northwest of WA. Trekking across the Nullarbor, can't see bugger all. The city don't do it for me. Coastal cowboys looking for some sun. Big country and I'm looking for bit drunk. So I'm heading across the Nullarbor, can't see Jane. Someone said, got across the Nullarbor, it's a fucking plane. Can't see bugger all, don't do it for me. Well, hey, can I talk about the Nullarbor for a sec? You know what, Pete? I crossed the Nullarbor.
Yeah.
And I found myself a little cave.
Yeah.
Went in that cave. I got spooked.
By what? Yourself or?
Just like the fact I went in that cave. I'm a big guy, right? You know, I usually don't fit in caves. But I did this one, it was massive.
Yeah.
And when I went in the cave, and I was starting to get all tribal.
Yeah.
I was starting to feel like the brothers are like on me and stuff.
Yep.
And I started feeling all weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you learn from that? Or what would you share with everyone to say if I'm
to share anything with anybody, it was like don't go in the cave, because I didn't want to go in it.
But why did you go in the first place?
I didn't mean go in it. Go in it.
Go in it.
Go in it. Wasn't that at all?
No.
No, I was
would you do it again though?
Would I do it again? Course I would, because I'm stuck in broom time, in the sunshine, having a fine wine. This is sunshine. I'm stuck in broom time, in the sunshine, having a fine wine, in the Kimberley dream time, and we're singing, yeah. Well, Pete, I want to talk about the yeah for a sec. You know, there's a guy in a place called Badgingarra. Kind of forgot the name off the top of my head. It's not Gidgikanup.
No, but it's in Broome though.
Because it's a bit south of Broome.
Okay.
Yeah, Badgeringa.
Yeah.
Badgeringa's a place, and there's a guy there called, there's a few mob that comes from there. There's like Merv from the Seaside Drifters.
Yeah.
He plays pretty good.
Yep.
Merv goes pretty good. But there's a guy there called Johnny Bennett.
Yeah.
And Johnny Bennett, when we went up there, Pete, we went on tour up there.
Yeah, that's right.
Remember the Aboriginal fella that got on stage and was singing?
Captain Murphy's, yeah.
And I said, can you do the Gambler song? And it was like, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I got him to play that for you.
Yeah, that's where you got the idea from.
That's where we got the idea from. And it went, yeah, 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 yeah. He was singing, yeah, 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 yeah. Why, but? 'cause he's stuck in broom time, in the sunshine, having a fine wine. This is my time, stuck in broom time, in the sunshine. This is my time, in the West Kimberley dream time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. God love you, Johnny Bennett. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. This is my time, in the dream time, having a fine wine. This is my time, I'm stuck in broom time, in the sunshine, having a fine wine, in the Kimberley dream time.
You're listening to Excite Radio.
Dusty book nurses its broken spine. I'm a lush green field against this blackened sky. I'm an old sorry man with my face in my hands, in the front pew of this cold rundown church. And this voice in my mind says you best bend your knees, 'cause this guilt weighs a ton. So bend your knees, bend your knees. There's a ghost in his bedroom watching his replacement hold his wife, but he doesn't complain. It's just a cold empty space, and he's screaming that this bird in her chest isn't love, it's regret. And that taste in her mouth isn't hope, it's humility and dissolving theory that she'll ever be happy. Well, this city's too close to the sun. I'm gonna trade all this concrete and heat for wet streets and sleet, and a coast that gets trapped in your bones like a ghost. And this voice in my mind says you best bend your knees, 'cause this guilt weighs a ton. So bend your knees, bend your knees. There's a ghost in his bedroom watching his replacement hold his wife, but he doesn't complain. It's just a cold empty space, and he's screaming that this bird in her chest isn't love, it's regret. And that taste in her mouth isn't hope, it's humility and dissolving theory that she'll ever be happy. Then I woke up on a cold bathroom floor when memories from my childhood overflowed. From the basin there were pictures and voices of friends, and the sounds and the scent from that house I grew up in. Then music poured under the door. It was an old-fashioned score of a patient divorce. You see, the melody was a thief, swept my happiness straight out to sea. Just like a picture steals the attention from the frame, it doesn't explain, it just takes it away. Now I'm screaming that this bird in my chest isn't love, it's regret. And that taste in my mouth isn't hope, it's humility and a dissolving theory that I'll ever be happy.
In the parking lot started from nothing and led to an awful lot less. Then backs locked up, I know I told you so. You were sucking on your cigarette and you chose to know the pizza boxes by the fridge, you know. Been quivering on the edge for quite some time, and about to blow. The night was young and the bottle's dead. Forsake's forcing me to lose my head. The scissors in the wall, I remember them well. Silver in the moonlight bouncing off the wall. I told you get back to bed before I do something I regret. The script in my hand, running up my arm. Started at my lips, now flows up my guitar. Pills, no speak of excellence comes out in the best of us. Pilsner's peak of excellence comes out, don't give no grace, no. Down, drink it hard, drink it fast, get a while it's wild. No need for hesitation, this irritation's a small price to pay for entertainment. Romanticism's dead. Baby catching love in the back of a cab from silk panties, dirty knees, proud to be the host of her disease. She say you ain't been high, you ain't been high, you ain't been high. Pilsner's peak of excellence comes out in the best of us. Pilsner's peak of excellence comes out, don't you know it? Oh,
Welcome back to the show. So from the top there we had Minute 36 with their song A Golden Glove Humility, and then it was Terry Marie with her song Altercation in the Parking Lot. Alright, now return to the drunk sessions with Jai D. Here we go.
At Excite Radio, we give you more. More music, more unsigned artists, more original shows, more than anywhere else on the web.
Excite Radio. Well, let's tell some stories. How did we meet?
Well, we met through a guy who was at a party once.
Yep.
I wasn't at the party, but you were there singing songs about some of the people at the party and making them up on the spot.
Making songs up on the spot.
About them. They'd say they'd give you they'd give you their name, and you just make up a song about them. We're using their name and just sort of taking the piss out of them in a fun way.
Are you serious? Is that how we met?
That's how I got known about you, because my brother-in-law Lee said, he called me up when he was at the party saying, there's a guy here you've got to record. He's doing shit that I've never heard before. And his comedy stuff, and he got talking to me, he wants to do an album, and I told him that you do recording, and that was 10 years ago today. Well, 10 years ago this year.
Wow, I feel kind of privileged 10 years ago today.
Yep, exactly. If it might have been 10 years today.
No, it wasn't actually today. when we're a bit sketchy on that.
Yeah. It was 2002 though, because I was in Flora Avenue where I was renting with him, and that was the year I was renting with him. So that's when I first met you. And then we came and recorded. I moved out of there. 2003 we started recording a bit there, but we recorded at my folks' house in 2003. Your first album.
Yeah, you know what? I remember. Here's the thing. I remember turning up to your place, Pete.
Yeah.
And I thought you were very sort of Christian. You know?
That's right.
And I couldn't swear. And I turned up because I had this character called Buffhead, which is he's a character, isn't he?
He is. Yeah.
We'll do a song of his in a sec.
Yeah.
But Buffhead was kind of, geez, I tell you, he's a bit avant-garde. Would you say?
Yeah.
Pete's going to pass the bottle over.
Avant-garde down.
We're drinking Obikawa.
We should get royalties for this, shouldn't we?
Well, I don't know, but
Well, we're having fun. I mean, this is causing us to have fun.
I don't know.
I want to buy that.
See, my girlfriend's Japanese, and if I say Obikawa, it sounds like I'm going to earn money. So.
It is good stuff, though. I like it. I don't know if I can do 2 bottles, though.
We're going to try, Pete.
I'll be there with you, but I don't know if I can get through it. And I've got recording tomorrow morning, too. This will be fun.
That's a good thing, Pete. You've never actually done a freelance recording like this, have you?
No.
Because you've always been tied as a fucking festered arsehole. You're so patronising.
Anyway, you met first time, I thought I was Christian.
I really hate the guy.
Let's do a couple more songs, I reckon. Give them something that they
All right. Pete wants a couple more songs.
Something they can dance to. What do you reckon?
Do you want to do a cover?
We can't broadcast covers.
Oh, we can't?
No. Got to do originals.
All originals?
Yep. We'll make it so original that we've never played it before. Let's do something that we've never made it. Oh, nice. There's a bit of advice, this one. This is more of an educational song.
Here's the song. I'm just your average Aussie bloke, and I'm proud to be Australian. But how come all these chicks look at me like I'm some sort of alien? One night I get a disco with the girls I couldn't dance with. Hey, must be a in your pocket. Go see myself in your pants. I walked up to this girl and her name was Heather. I said, if I were like you, would I be dressed in leather? She turned around and said to me, take my advice and consider it. Have a good look at yourself, you dickhead. You really are an idiot. You're a loser. A dead set loser. Well, I'll never let it get me down. I had to try once more. I said, that's a pretty dress you got on, doll. Look better on my bedroom floor. It's the little things that makes me different from most other guys. Who stole the stars from the sky and whacked off in your eyes. I meant whacked him. I really meant whacked him. 'Cause I'm a loser. A dead set loser. Well, here's a line that always works fine. It comes with a guarantee. I said, if you had a body, doll, would you hold it against me? Yeah, some of my best lines is done. Well, my brain is getting lazy. Like, you must be Jamaican, because Jamaican me crazy. You're a loser. A dead set loser. Well, next time you're on a mission, Pete, to drag a hot chick home, feel free to use my pickup lines and you'll probably go home alone. But take heed to my advice and do just what I do. Go up to some Sheila in the pub that you're standing at and go, hey, Yowen, I may not be good looking, but I'm the only one looking at you. Now I'm a loser. A dead set loser. Yep, one of my best, Pete. Thanks for that.
Pure, homegrown Australian music, right here on Close to Nowhere Radio.
I need a cigarette before I make the bed. One thing is for sure, you are made of dust. You go and make the call, 'cause I know just where you are. One thing is for sure, I'll be at your door. I'll be at your door. At your door. I'll be at your door. The other one in the dam. I am trusting you, will not play the fool. Yes, son, I have a heart, but you may well find it hard to hear it beat with yours when yours beats no more. When yours beats no more. No more. When yours beats no more. I'll cut the knots, but you gotta realize no sane man has stood up to me. No sane man has stood up to me. Oh, 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 just repent. That's life's song. That's life's song.
Hear me out, don't turn round and walk away, my dear. Bare my soul, I won't ask you to forgive me. Now I try to speak, I just can't find the words. Lift your head, all the shame is mine to bear. stop me leaving anymore. I won't be there to catch you when you fall from grace. You know how I feel, nothing will change except maybe the colour of your hair. I promise you this, I'll look back at you when I leave. Fate unfolds right before our eyes. Everybody told me, everybody told you, never turn your back to the sea, never let the current pull you in too far. Try to fight through the waves, kick your legs until they burn and keep your head held high. Don't know when this tide will turn, and if you go too slow, there'll be no one left to save you, Caroline. Dry your eyes, just think back to when I hurt you. All these weeds take hold, they never seem to die. They're too deep, I can't pull them anymore. Your eyes shine in the silver light, flooding through your skylight, on the brink of twilight. Hold me in your arms one more time, wish I had a way to tell you not to cry. Try to fight through the waves, kick your legs until they burn and keep your head held high. Don't know when this tide will turn, and if you go too slow, there'll be no one left to save you, Caroline. There'll be no one left to save you, Caroline. There'll be no one left to save you.
Want to see some random original videos? Check us out on YouTube at youtube.com/Excite Radio.
Welcome back. So from the top there we had Repent by The Long March, and then it was Oracle Ruin with Tide. Alright, back to the drunk sessions. Now by this stage, Jai was well and truly lubricated. So let's get into it.
Broadcasting live from Los Angeles on exciteradio.com.
Now, honestly, where do you get your inspiration from your songs? Are you just thinking of funny stories, or does this stuff happen to you?
It kind of happens to me, Pete. I know it's a bit weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it kind of happens to me.
Well, give us an example of one that you have actually had experience, like Mike's Massive Love Spuds. That must be just a story.
You guys haven't even heard Mike's Massive Love.
They haven't, no.
But it's a true story, Pete.
Ah.
Well, see, I had a guy, like, back in the day.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Which was when?
Oh, 73.
So when you were born? Yeah.
Yeah, when I was born.
Yeah.
Nah, not really. It was about probably 1994.
Yep.
And I had a mate called Chris O.
Yeah.
And if you're out there, Chris O, fuck you. Can I say that on your radio
yeah,
station?
Swearing's fine, yeah.
Swearing's fine, but data that like lines up to certain data isn't fine.
No.
In other words, I can't do like Spiritual World.
No.
Mike Raskis.
No, not at all.
Because he was really fucking weird, and we never wanted to really play him anyway. So,
but Chris O sounds more interesting.
Chris O's way more. I've got a mate called. He is the funniest bloke I've ever met.
What do you do?
What's he do?
Yeah. Well, what did he do back then?
He's massively into V8s. Like, he loves V8s. He is the type of guy that would do a burnout on your driveway, because he thinks you're tops. Chris O would do a burnout in your front yard because he thinks you winked at him. Chris O was the type of guy that would do a burnout. All right, and we're going to say burn it. Do you guys even know what a burnout is?
Like a skid. Spin his tyres in your front yard.
it's a massive wheelie.
Wheelie. There you go. Yeah, a wheelie on a car. Yeah.
I can't even say I'm saying wheelie. I feel so sorry, everybody listening at home, but it's like a bike with training wheels on. Like,
it is.
He's doing the most massive. Chris O had the most powerful car.
Yeah.
Seriously. It'd make your farts fucking triple if you looked at it. Well, you look and you go, oh, that's a nice paint job. Oh, geez, I feel like farting 3 times more than normal. That's a... You all right?
So what do you do about this? What's it got to do with Mike's Special Love Spuds?
Well, nothing.
Okay. Have you got a...
You asked me about Mike's Massive Love Spuds. I was only going to give you the best, and you went to me, oh, what's the best, Wolf? And I went, actually, there's no best.
Have you got a song about Chris O?
Of course I have. It's called Mike's Massive Love Spuds.
Let's give it to him now.
I'm Mike's Massive Love Spuds are the talk of the town. 6 inches long, eh? Pete, can I play this one on my own?
I'll give you some backing.
Yeah.
I'll give you some backing, yeah. I'll give you some country style backing.
Country style?
Yep.
Okay, everybody at home, if you're ready for this. No, hey, Brian. Hey, how you going? Hey, Brian. You know, I love you, Brian. How's Mum's couch? Is it going good? Yeah, good. All right, Brian. All right, this one's for you. The rest of the world, deal with it. But Brian, grab something. Grip something. I don't care what it is, whether it be the couch, whether it be the corner of the couch, whether it be the bar thing, the bar thing.
But let's do it. Mike's Special Love Spuds. I want to see you get some country style happening.
It's really bad guitar because Pete.
I'm waiting for you to come on.
No, seriously, like I love music, and I hope you people love music back at home too.
They love it. Anything independent, they love it.
Yeah, but Pete, how do we sell tonight? What do we say? Oh, there's this really drunk guy playing guitar.
No. This is a passionate guy enjoying a drink while he plays for you.
Oh, I'm passionate. All right, I'll sell it as passionate.
Give us some passion. Let's go.
Between you and I, folks at home, I'm pretty fucked up. But for all those people that are not into being fucked up, I'm pretty passionate, and I'm going to sing some passionate music. Like it's like the day I kissed a lemon. Emma said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm passionate."
I'm passionate.
Right.
Let's do it.
Mike's Massive Love Spuds were the talk of the town.
Let's go.
I can't even tell myself soon.
You can do it.
6 inches, 8 inches long, 3 feet fucking around.
That's it.
But never, you know what, guys. I don't know what Pete's doing right now, but I hope this is funny to you guys because I'm fucking cracking up back here. But Pete's looking at me going, if you don't play a serious song pretty soon, I'm going to stab you to death.
I don't want serious. I want fucking passionate.
He wants passionate. Well, I've got to go to the toilet.
Bottle's half full.
And when I go to the toilet, I'm going to go passionately. So, Pete, you know what I love about passion?
Yeah.
Nothing.
All right, I'll pause it.
Pause. Yeah, we'll be back very soon.
Yeah. Take 2 coming up.
Close to Nowhere Radio.
Let's take a look at what's in store. Can't seem to see past the big window.
my body could break. Till that bell rings, no white flag I'll raise. But I won't back down. Yeah, I'd go 50 rounds to feel me once again. Yeah, and I won't back down. Yeah, I'd go 50 rounds to feel me once again. Yeah, that yeah, that
We are back. That was Linda Smith and the Borrowed Few with the song 50 Rounds. Okay, we're starting to get towards the end of the drunk session, so let's get into it again.
We're about to blow your face off with Excite Radio. The world is listening.
Excite Radio.
You're going to use this on a radio thing.
You be alright with that?
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
Are you fine with it?
I can't see it being a problem. I mean, we're not doing anything bad. Like it's all, and like I said, the only thing that we problem is if we do a cover because they can't really broadcast covers. So as long as we do stuff our own stuff, then we're laughing. And you're obviously laughing too. I hope they're laughing too.
I'm too pissed to play anything.
No, you're right. It's good. This is where you shine. All right, she's rolling, mate. What do you got to say?
Are we rolling, Pete?
We're rolling. Okay, so anyway. I wanted to talk a bit more about your inspiration behind your songwriting. Not.
I want you to develop my next song.
Okay. What I'm going to do, I'm going to give you a theme. I'm going to give you 3 words.
You know I'm going to ignore it.
Nah, you're going to get them all.
Just do what I want to do.
3 words I'm going to give you.
This is simple shit in G. Cause
Okay, simple shit in G. But I'm going to give you three words. You're going to use it in a song. First word is car.
Fucking car.
Yep. Second word.
She bangs.
No, that's 2 words.
Damn
okay. First word car. Second word will be. Let's see. What's a good one? Actually, yeah, you can choose the second word. We'll do one each.
Freak.
Okay, so car, freak, and I'm going to say vodka. Theme of the night, vodka.
I don't know if anyone's actually paying attention.
They will. So we've got car, freak, and vodka. Work out a song with those 3 words.
Pete.
You can do it. Car, freak,
he cracks
vodka.
up. I love Pete. You know what? He cracks up very easily.
That's only.
So what's our 3 words, Pete?
Car, vodka, freak. Not in any particular order, but
car, vodka, and freak.
Let's
Here's
work out
a
a
song
song.
called "I'm a Vodka Freak and I Should Never Have Drove This Car." Very simple, Pete.
Yeah.
I once drank a quart of vodka. I was feeling pretty off my face, deep. And now I'm tripping out, spewing fire around the place. I was really off me tits. I was totally off me head. She never drank the vodka. Should drank that cheap wine, fucking Overcanoa or something instead. Now I'm feeling pretty off me face. I've been drinking outside of Pete's place. They got lots of nice curls. Did I say vodka? Do we say vodka, Pete?
Yeah,
do we
the song,
need to? Do we got to mention vodka in
I
this
reckon
song?
if you can mention vodka, car, and freak one more time, then that's going to be an awesome way to wrap it up.
All right, I got a V-dub, and it runs on vodka.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys ain't going to believe me, but seriously, check this shit out. It fucking works. And And for all those people that put vodka in their cars, fucking idiots. I'm trying to fucking be an artist. No, seriously, like, hey, people at home, like, you can hear Pete. Pete is a really good artist. Listen to this stuff, like. At the end of the day, he's still pretty gay, and fuck off, Pete. Come around here with that shit. I mean, Pete, this program's about like 3 simple chords.
It is.
And you just went and like you banged it all up. Come around here with your artistic talent and your flair.
It's more of a dribble, I think. We'll hear it back and think, what the
dribble?
What the hell was that?
Dribble.
Yeah, that
seriously, you're like the influenza.
Influenza, I agree. Yeah.
Of music.
Yeah, influenza of music. Yeah, that's right. And I'm a pest, in other words.
Hey, guys, like, Pete's got a really nice guitar. He's got a very nice guitar. Maton, which is Australian made.
Yep.
It's where's it from? Where's
I think originally from Melbourne.
From Melbourne?
I think so, yep.
Yep.
People like Xavier Rudd, John Butler, Jack Johnson.
Yeah,
I think he is.
Just keep blowing your trumpet, Pete.
No, I don't make him.
Yeah,
I just own one.
All I'd like to say is that Pete's got he's got like has anyone ever used a guitar pick? Yep, you have. Yep, good. Because Pete has got a guitar pick holder on his guitar.
I do.
Yep, very gay.
And how many of you play songs with fingers?
Here we go. I'm just about to check something out.
Yep.
Ready? 1. There you go. Pete, you've got one guitar. Hang on.
I'm holding one as well.
Just between you guys, you know, like it's a really nice mating. Like, it's really well made. But on the front bit, you know, above where the cutout is, like above that, he's got a
pick holder.
A pick holder.
Yeah.
And guess what? How many picks has got in it?
I've got technically 2, but I'm holding one of them.
Pete, you're a cockhead.
No,
you've got one. Pete, can I just say you're probably one of the best guitarists on
Oh yeah, okay.
On Australian soil.
But
anyone did I just burp?
No.
Anyone that's got a pick guard there?
A big holder.
No, seriously, it sucks.
It's not as good.
Knob donkeys, knobs.
I play a lot with fingers and then picks in the one song.
Don't try and pretend for 1 second, Pete. You know what you're doing.
It's true.
Pete, can you play me the most?
Okay.
Everybody, here's Pete playing the most radical thing on guitar. Listen to this.
Now I'm going to show you going from pick to this pick holder thing.
All right, yeah. Go on, Pete. Show us the pick versus the pick holder.
So fingers. These fingers.
I'm watching, Pete.
This is how fast I can go to pick straight away. See?
Yep.
You wouldn't even know.
Between you and I, folks at home, I don't know what music means to people back there in the Landrum world, but
look, honestly, if you singing while you're playing, it makes more sense.
Oh, you want me to sing now, Pete, while you're playing?
No. Well, if I was singing while I was playing and I had this pick holder, I'd have to put the pick.
This is Close to Nowhere Radio.
Let me out, let me out. You know I done nothing wrong. You got your forces at work, and their forces so strong, so strange to be contained, and so far from home. I know you wanna keep me here. Please don't keep me alone. I was up so high until I came crashing down, just like a tree in the woods, but no one heard a sound. Kick a man when he's down. disagree. Just let sleeping dogs lie. It's half a dozen to one, and no one questions why.
Back, and that was Limpin' Dave Foley and the Straight-Legged Freaks with Sleeping Dogs Lie. And that's the show for this week. Thanks so much for listening. The final part of the Drunk Session's coming up right now, and I'll return next week with regular programming, including Madgeman's Mandolin Medley, My Chicken Plays Music, Open Mic, and all the best independent music from right here in Perth, Western Australia, and Australia in general. Thanks so much for listening. I'll catch you next time. Enjoy.
Pure, homegrown Australian music, right here on Close to Nowhere Radio.
What are we going to sing? You tell me, what are we going to sing?
All right, well, this is going to be our last song for the evening. This will make it two
We
half
love last songs of the evening.
Yes. Last song of the evening. What style are we going to do? We're going to do a ballad for them. But it's not going to be just any sort of ballad. This is going to be a rock ballad.
It's such a mystery, man, Pete. I don't know how to look at you seriously. Every time I look at you, I think cross-eyed. Do I look at you like indiscriminately? Is that even a word?
Indiscriminately?
This guy is one of the best guitarists in Australia, and he's playing like Homer Simpson on fucking Prozac. All right, here we go.
Let's do it, mate. Are you ready?
No, I'm not ready. I'm not playing nothing.
Okay, we're going to do a rock ballad. You're going to give me some good rock ballad sort of vibe.
All right. Yeah, yeah. She touched me by the dance wall. Never been the same since she refused to fall. Well, that sounds a bit homogenous, Pete. So what do you got now?
Alright, ready?
Oh, throwing a D chord.
Yeah.
Never felt so alone. Come on, bring me home. All I see is a lot of hip thrusting going on. I love a good hip thrust. Stop hip thrusting, Pete.
Too much. It's good.
No, it's not good, Pete. We're hip thrusting too much. So I feel like Granny Gertie. And when I'm talking about beers, I'm talking about her hair. Long and plaited.
You're doing it. It's good. Okay, let's bring it home.
Bring it home. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on, grow Gertie. Yeah. Come on, grow a mullet. Yeah, actually grow a mullet, a goatee, a mustache, and a tat. Grow a tat.
No, that's the story.
Is that really the story?
That needs to be told, I reckon. That's awesome.
Fucking, here we go.
All right.
I'm with one of the most talented guitarists in Australia. And Pete, all I've got to say to you is, I love you, you bogan.
You know what I love? Your pearls of wisdom. And I think there's some folks out there that listen, that are artists themselves. They want to have some ideas or inspiration for their songs. What should they follow their hearts? What should they be listening to make their songs?
Not your shit. Because that's crap. That's fucking bogan material, 1995.
All right, final thoughts. What's your final thoughts? What are you going to give them to leave?
My final thoughts.
Yeah, for their evening. What are you going to give them to leave with today?
If you're going to follow in the tradition of Australian music, don't listen to anything we've done tonight. Pete, am I on the right path?
Yep, perfect. You're perfect, I reckon.
Yep. Good night. Have a nice night.
Well, there you go, guys. Drunk sessions right here on Close to Nowhere.
I hope we did bad.
We did so bad as they're going to want more. There's going to be a car. There's going to be a car wreck.
You guys are actually probably like it's like Derek and Clive.
I like it, mate. That's good. Car wreck radio. Car wreck FM. All right, guys. Till next week. Maybe if we're not too hungover, we'll see you then. That's a wrap, mate. That was cool fun.
It wasn't cool fun.
It was cool fun. There's 2 episodes of material there. Oh, I'm going to be so screwed tomorrow. Oh, it's hanging out of my head.
How good's my car? I can just sleep in it.
Are you sure you can be cool in there? You want to come inside? I can pull that green couch out like a bed. I know, your car's way better, it's true. This guy's van, he saved our tour. It made our tour, actually. Amazing.
Are you still recording?
Yeah, I haven't stopped it yet.
Alright, hieroglyphics.
Hieroglyphics, what's that?
There's not hieroglyphics plus fucking crackers.
Oh, Jesus, there goes the guitar. It's alright, it's a mate.
It's my guitar.
Was it a mate or a Cole Clark?
It's a mate.
It's Australian mate, so it's awesome.
I'm pretty smashed, Pete.
You did good, mate. Let's leave the good folks for another night.
We've still got a half bottle of red to get through before you fucking back out on this deal.
You've been listening to Close to Nowhere Radio. Until next time, so long.
Be sure to tune in to Close to Nowhere with Pete Ranzullo next week, right here on Excite Radio, for all the newest independent music from the most isolated city in the world. Thanks for joining us for original programming only on Excite Radio, where the world is listening.
It's the Hollywood Rockin' Wrap-Up with your host, Jason Hadley. As the first openly gay player in the NFL, Oprah Winfrey announced her network will be giving Michael Sam his own reality show. Standing 6'2" and weighing in at 261 pounds, too bad there's already a reality show called Big Brother. Lamar Odom was denied entry to an LA dance club while ex-wife Khloe Kardashian was partying inside. Of course, currently battling cocaine addiction, security knows the only reason Lamar tries to schmooze his way into dance clubs is for the freebase. The latest Michael Jackson accuser claims MJ tried keeping him out of school so he'd be more available to join the singer on tour. Going for a cash grab years after his death, if he'd spent more time studying math, he wouldn't need to count on Michael Jackson's fingers to make him rich. Sons of Anarchy's Katie Seagal will be joining the cast of Pitch Perfect 2. For listeners that remember Katie Seagal as the nagging wife from Married with Children, that's Pitch Perfect with a P. And that's the Hollywood Rockin' Wrap-Up. Follow us on Twitter at Rockin' Wrap-Up.
What's up, everybody? You're listening to the Hadley Hour on where? Excite Radio, Indy 100, The Mix. Listen. No son of mine will obey. Life of a different way. Feel to spill the blood in your veins. Now it rains. Golden. So upset. What happened? This isn't who
What's up, everybody? You're listening to, no, we're not listening to that. We're going back to this. You're listening to the Hadley Hour here on Indie100.com. Where else? Excite Radio. You're hearing it on newest edition, Planet Platypus Network. Awesome. Thank you for adding me. You'll also be hearing this on the Mix soon enough out of the East Coast. You're listening to the Hadley Hour. My in-studio guest tonight, actually, before we get to them, I do want to let you know we heard Downfall 2012 off the album Every Man for Himself. Great friends of the show, back when it was Music and Madness with Rocky and the Hads. And with me in studio, I am feeling blessed. I am feeling blessed to have with me 2/3 of the Guy Talk Radio crew, Joey Olson and Sandy Stotzer. How's everybody doing? What the heck? How are you?
I love your song that you started the show with.
Yeah, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, right on, man.
Yeah, and I would totally went back to the 60s on that one. I really did.
Nicely done, sir. Nicely done.
Hate Ashbury.
Thank you for having us on the Hadley Hour.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's always, listen, I've been on Guy Talk Radio far too many
numerous
times that
Yeah.
it's like, I was like, kept going, hey, we got to get you in. We got to get you in.
On more than one show, too.
Yeah.
On more than one show, yes.
Although I have been on here before where I was part of a paranormal team. We just didn't talk about Guy Talk Radio. Which
is a shame.
Yes, it
if I
is
may
a
say.
shame.
But, the show has seen some evolutions in that time. So I think we're well okay, and the timing is just right where the celestial bodies are coming together, and the synergistic force that is Guy Talk Radio is here at Indie100.com.
You did give us rules around what we could say and what we couldn't say.
Did you say what you want, man?
Well, I don't know. Something about celestial bodies. If you could like to explain that to me, I'd really
What's up with security not letting me bring the beer in?
I don't get it.
Yeah, I know. Really, tell me about it. Like, they're all like, oh, your spoons have burn marks on them. You can't put it in here.
Those spoons smell like meth.
I know, right? To the security here, man. But in any case, so the listeners out in Indie 100 land, out in Excite Radio land, out in the Mix land, out in Planet Platypus Network land, tell them about Guy Talk Radio. What is the gist of the show, and how did it form? Give them the synopsis, if you will.
All right. Well, should I handle this one, Sandy?
Well, let me kind of introduce you, maybe.
Okay, introduce me first. Let's
this
get
was
this
actually Joey Olson, who owns the show. And Joey, this was his brainchild. And basically, it's just it's just for guys. It's just a great, easy thing to do because it's just guy talk, which is interesting. I'll let you talk about it, but the little studies that you've done have shown that let's say, the majority of the audience is actually female.
Well, we get a lot of female followers on the social networks, which Facebook, Twitter, at Guy Talk Show, Twitter,
right.
Facebook / Guy Talk Radio Show on Facebook. Okay. But women know how to use the computer a little bit better than men do. Sorry.
They never call the show, but they always have something to say on...
No, but here's the thing, is that they all say that they can multitask, which is just another way of saying they get a lot of nothing done.
I know. We are on at 4 o'clock Mondays, live Pacific Standard Time, but that is also dishwashing time. So, I can understand.
When isn't it dishwashing time, sir?
Wow. Dishwashing and laundry time and, like stuff like that. But
wow.
I completely understand. But you can download us on Stitcher and iTunes and all that shit.
Yeah. Wow. That's a pretty ballsy thing to say.
It's huge.
I'm
huge.
impressed.
And it's actually going against everything we're doing here.
I know. Clearly, everybody here loves sleeping on their couch. That's what I'm getting.
Yeah, that's right.
But, like I said, Guy Talk Radio, I came up with this idea. Basically, guys sitting around a bar talking about all sorts of messed up crap in our minds. It's almost like the Seinfeld of radio. It's a show about nothing, but... we tend to, we kind of go in a direction where we're trying to talk about something, but we're also like the tangent show. We have lots of those.
The tangent show.
The tangent show.
No, from the times I've been on the show, we start we start at A and we end up over at like picture of a tree.
Which is what guys do.
Yeah.
And interestingly enough, there's drinking on the show.
Yeah.
Right.
One of the sponsors is what is it?
Sage Beverages, which provides us with Lucky Buddha beer, Left Coast Brewing, lots of tequila and all that fun stuff. So a lot of our guests really love to drink, and I find that people, when they've had a few drinks, are a little more honest.
Yes, they are.
They're a lot more honest.
Yeah, we've had guests all the way from like Phil Verone, Skid Row. Saigon Kick, he's the drummer.
Yeah. He's a comedian as well.
Yeah.
I've done shows with him.
Yeah. What's his name? The Lou Pizarro, Operation Repo, Grandmaster J. Run DMC, and then we've had lots of porn stars. We've had everything from G shows to NC-17 shows, except you don't get to see the titty, except for afterwards on Twitter, which I do show pictures of boobies.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Mine too?
Yeah, yours especially, man. Like, so far, Jason has had the biggest tits out of all of our guests.
Oh gosh, remember when the little girl, the little what was that little girl that was like the
rapper?
No, the beauty pageant girl. The blonde one.
I
thought she was a rapper.
No.
Deidre Burnett.
Oh, yeah.
But she was 21 at the time she came in.
That's true.
She won Miss Teen USA, and then
she had a body of a
She's
17-year-old.
beautiful.
She
was beautiful.
Oh yeah, she was a gorgeous.
And then
girl.
we had the 11-year-old on that looked like she was 19, and we couldn't believe she was 11.
Yeah, from Layla Brown from America's Got Talent, Chris LeVar from America's Got Talent. They come on, they bring us some stars, and like I said, we have to do shows from G all the way to NC-17, and you get to see how we handle it as men.
So you're plying these little 9-year-olds with liquor.
Yeah.
Is what. Well, and then all of a sudden they're not rhyming at all. And
Come
then
on over here, son. I like your lips. Don't make me beg now.
I found a soundboard. I'm having fun with it.
I'm just looking for the paperboard.
Okay, I'm done.
Trying to get the
news. Stop! There we go. We good? Okay.
Yeah, we're good.
All right, and we're back.
Yes. But like I said, it just goes all over the place. We have lots of great guests, and of course, Mr. Hadley comes on here all the time.
Yay!
Yeah,
me.
we love you, Jason.
Aw, if you're trying to get in my pants, well, that makes one of us.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, because I don't wear pants on this show.
You know, you're our to-go guy.
To go, as in, like,
to go.
If anybody has got to go, it is me.
Yeah. He gets to sit in the fourth host spot a lot of the time, and like I said, it's myself, Joseph Olson, Joey Olson, Sandy Stotzer, and Billy Betts. And I've actually had shows where there was a time where it was just me and Sandy, and me and Billy actually started Guy Talk Radio, and then Sandy came on, Billy left, and now we're all back as one big.
Billy couldn't hold the day job.
Smorgasbord.
You heard me, Billy.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a fun show, and you should listen in.
Yeah, absolutely. And so remind the listeners, where they can hear it and when they can hear it.
The easiest thing to do is go to Guy